Hi, my name's John. I'm one of the orthopedic physios here in the Western Trust. This is the second video in our ACL rehab series, and we're going to take you through weeks 2 to 4 following your surgery. Following on from the last video, the main aim of this stage, we want to get the knee straight and keep it straight. That's very important. We'll show you a few advanced drills based on progressions of what you've done in the previous video. We want to keep working on getting the pain down and reducing the swelling even further. So keep using your ice packs, keep using your bag of frozen peas, whatever it is that you have handy to you. We want to desensitize it, allow it to be able to move, and then increase how much load it is capable of tolerating, gradually, bit by bit. We want to work on getting a normal walking pattern as soon as possible. We want to work on good quality walking rather than forcing yourself off the crutches. That will be very important later down the line. That has ramifications the whole way through this process. If we can get the knee straight, if we can get the swelling down to a good level, desensitize that pain, get a good walking style, get the quads working well, then it'll stand us on a good stead for as we start to up the load as we work through this process. We've tagged in a few drills for you to work on. Have a go at them, focus on the quality rather than the quantity, and tie it in with the protocol that we've sent you out. If you had any major stumbling blocks, get in touch and we'll try and advise as we can. We continue with our heel slides on the bed, slowly moving the heel up and down to bend and straighten the knee. You can make this easier by using a towel or a skateboard. Continuing with our other movements from the first 2 weeks, we keep the heel elevated, pump the foot up and down, and let the knee fall into an extended position to ease mobility behind the knee and help with swelling. We continue with our inner range quad exercises, popping a towel in under the knee, tensing the quads, squeezing down, and straightening the knee slowly. From here we can progress some of our straight leg raise exercises a little bit higher. You can add in a 3 to 5 second hold, and we're aiming anywhere between 8 and 12 repetitions over 2 to 3 sets. Slow movement and control is key. In addition, we can start doing some heel digs, pressing the heel down into the floor or the bed for 5 to 10 seconds. Start at 30 degrees for 5 reps, progress to 60 degrees for 5 reps, and then you can progress to 90 degrees for 5 reps. Keep in touch with your physio regarding graft site on this particular exercise. We can now start to work on active knee extension, sitting over the edge of a chair or the edge of the bed with no resistance. Going forward, we can use the wall for support and practice marching on the spot. We want to make sure we have nice even weight through both feet. Take your time and move slowly. To progress further, once that's easier, get your belly button forward over your toes. Keep the weight through the mid to forefoot, imagining you're squashing an orange under the forefoot, and stride forward as shown. Try not to let the knee fully lock out on the stance leg, as it'll help get some co-contraction into that hamstring and calf. To aid with further mobility, if you have access to a stationary bike, we can start to use it without any resistance. You can oscillate back and forth as shown, taking your time to gradually build up the movement. Once you can achieve a full revolution, we can start working from a few minutes right up to 15 or 20 minutes, but again, no resistance. So to summarize our second video, in weeks 2 to 4, we want to work on getting the knee straight, and we need to keep it straight. We want to reduce the pain and swelling even further, so you can still use your ice bands, you can still elevate and do your ankle pumps as you need to. The big one for this phase is we want to get as natural a walking pattern as possible. That has ramifications for every phase of rehab. If we're walking well, we're loading our joints, we're loading our muscles in the way that we should be. Those muscles will then be happier to work together to get your calf, hamstring, to allow your glutes to work better, to allow your quads to work better, and not to overload that knee. As we said in the previous video, throughout your ACL rehabilitation, it's important to make sure that we keep what we call a quiet knee. A quiet knee is a happy knee. If we're working through things and it flares away up, don't worry about it. It's usually a case that you've exceeded the threshold of what your nervous system is happy to tolerate. If you wake up in the morning and the knee's a little bit stiff, then that's okay. If you wake up in the morning and it's sore, it's usually a sign you've done a little bit more than it's happy to do on that previous day. Just reduce the volume, reassess the following day, and it should usually be fine as we gradually increase the load. If there's increased swelling, if there's increased pain and you're worried about it, please do get in touch or get in touch with some of our colleagues and we should be able to advise you.